No, it's not live yet.
I just hit it. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hope your Monday was great. We have a couple of things that we're going to talk about today. I don't know why I'm talking so low. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe I got the Monday blues or something. I ain't went to work today. But anywho, what was it? Oh, about.
Hey, what's up? What's up, fam?
Yeah.
We got a couple of things. Oh, real quick, before we go into anything, if you haven't noticed, we have been doing this on Mondays. So you didn't make an announcement or whatnot. So if you have been having expectations on us to do it on Sunday,
Lo siento porque
we are moving it to Monday because it better suits our
Well,
work.
It just says with the analytics. So YouTube is about analytics, and the analytics say that on Monday we get more views. Although we see y'all peaking, but y'all not subscribing, and we need more subscribers. Because I mean, I don't know. It's whatever you guys want us to talk about.
Right.
So.
Well, before we go into our main topic, one of our subscribers asked us to discuss this topic. Will, what do you think about this Keith Lee situation in Atlanta?
What do you mean? What do I think about it?
Well, you know the story about Keith Lee, right?
Yeah, about that he's a restaurant reviewer, correct?
Kind of, sort of. Okay.
I mean, he's not like a professional right?
Quick backstory. He's actually an MMA fighter that would travel around, and he already had a large base due to subscriber base due to him being an MMA fighter. So he just started doing food reviews.
Okay.
And people and like
he's not a food critic.
He's not a food critic, but he does food
right?
reviews. And what's happening is people are following him because they're taking his reviews, to heart. And he's actually helped endorse Black businesses. I mean, like,
I'm about to ask that.
Yes, he talks about it. Like he even says, don't. I mean, he made it very clear. Mm-hmm. You can find his write-ups out there, or even his audios, his videos, mm-hmm. where he makes mention of don't use I'm not paraphrasing. Don't use what I'm saying as gospel. Because hey, look, restaurant. It could be the most pristine restaurant. They can have a bad day. They can have 100 good customers, and you unfortunately are the bad customer. So he says, just take this with a grain of salt, but here's my experience at the establishment. So he goes to Atlanta. Well, he didn't go.
He doesn't have, because I'm really big. Now, you know me. I love me some Gordon Ramsay. And I like Guy. You know how I'm about the damn Food Network. I keeps it on. I watches it. I go to bed with it on.
Yeah.
So he is not a chef. He is not educated.
No,
okay, that's why. Okay,
he just had a following outside of this space, and now mind you, he has over millions of followers.
Yeah, of course.
Now, who's to say that subscriber count was before he started doing these reviews?
Oh, that's true.
I don't know.
But then, I guess, how many people review our stuff? How many people do? I mean,
I think it depends because think about it. He just gave a review about a black establishment, and people are giving him death threats. This is not
what?
His first. Yeah, he got death threats over. Now
I didn't know that.
I'll tell you this: F with him if you want to.
You don't get your face chopped off.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, he's an MMA fighter, so yeah, you might want to be careful. You better.
Them keyboard gangsters.
Yes.
So it was Candy's restaurant, right?
It's called Milk and Honey, right? I think that's the name of it. I think that's the name of it. The Milk and Honey or Milk and Honey.
You want me to look it up?
You can real quick.
Okay.
I think it's The Milk and Honey.
Okay.
And the reviews weren't so friendly. Now, he did not go because he purposely tried not to go.
He sent somebody
based on, like he don't want to get the preferential treatment because of him being who he is.
Right.
So the family members went and they were trying to get it to go. It just so happens to be on the weekend. And the customer service wasn't deemed to be great, right? Okay. But it was due to some circumstances now, and I do think that there was a lesson learned for everybody that's involved. Because this is, I'm not sure if this is Candy Burris, who's a singer of the group Escape. I'm not sure if this is her.
I'm singing.
I'm not sure if this is her business.
That's what she needs, some understanding.
You are absolutely correct. I'm not sure if this is her business. I'm not sure if she's a co-owner, but she has some type of ownership of this business.
It's Kandi, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's her restaurant.
Okay. And she respectfully gave a write-up due to
it's called the real milk and honey.
The overflow that they have on weekends, they don't do takeouts
I get that part.
Due to the quality of service that may impact the patrons that are there eating, which makes perfect sense. I get it. That makes perfect sense.
They don't do
takeouts.
Because like you said, it will impact, but because the kitchen will get too bogged down,
well, that too.
And you can't keep up with
the
order. Well, I'm a professional Food Network watcher. Okay, I'm a connoisseur. Is that how you say it? Yeah, I'm a connoisseur.
So with that being said, that makes perfect sense. But and like I said, this is a lesson learned.
Excuse me.
Because all this was done after the fact. These things need to be planted. They need to be on the menu. They need to be on the windows. They need to have this all over the place. So
it's on the website.
And I'm sure on the website as well. So I'm sure there were some lessons learned on this. I just find it so odd that and by the way, even Cardi B chimed in. She was talking about not necessarily that establishment, but she was talking about how the restaurants here in Atlanta is just very hit and miss. Because when you think about Atlanta, when you think about Atlanta, what do you think about? Okay, let me back up. When you think about when you remove the strip club,
big booty girl,
remove Freaknik, what is the next thing you think about?
You don't want to hear
I'm going to think about soul food.
I'm about to say the gay life. So I'm about to say
fine. That's fine. What I'm saying is, if you remove Freaknik, if you remove the strip clubs, then and you say name about the next 3 or 4 things it's
going to be food.
Food is going to be one of them.
Yeah, food is probably going to be number 2 or 3.
Same thing for like a place like New Orleans.
Oh hell,
you're going to think about
drinks.
You're going to say jazz. You're going to say drinks,
and
you're
food.
Say
baby, I'm going to do all 3 of them.
You're going to say Bourbon Street. You're going to say Canal Street. You might say New Orleans Saint. It's going to be a few things that you're going to say that's going to resonate.
Nobody's talking about no damn New Orleans Saints.
There's not I said if you name it, I said name 5.
Oh, okay.
You're going to get to a point where New Orleans Saints is going to fall.
Yeah, of course.
But so he did
an honest review.
That and he got attacked for it. And mind you, this isn't probably gonna be the first or the last one he gives a back. And he even said
he didn't get to eat. He didn't get to try the food. Right?
No.
I thought he didn't get to try.
No,
right,
there's a video. There's a video out there, but I don't know if he did like a mashup of other places, because there is one where he gave a review of a place that he went to eat. Now this wasn't the Milk and Honey.
It wasn't. It wasn't the Milk and
Honey. So
I
don't know if he just did a mashup or I just so happens, something fell in my lap to where I saw him give it while he was in Atlanta.
Okay.
So what do you think about that when it comes to us? Like I find it so sad that we always attack our people. Okay, I'm sorry. You got the floor.
So I don't know why they're attacking him. Like, he gave an honest review. He didn't get to try the food, and he did state that. And Kandi, I like the way now I only saw one statement she made. I like the way she handled it. And I get the part, like, you don't want the kitchen to get bogged down, because your food quality is not the best when you get bogged down. Mistakes can happen, and you don't want that to happen, what have you. Because one thing about Black folk, if we got long wait times, we're going to complain.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but then too, people need to understand, just because it's a Black restaurant, it don't give you a pass. Point blank, period.
I don't know what that means.
Because they're attacking him because he gave him a bad review. No, he didn't give him a bad review. He didn't give him a bad review. He didn't say anything. He didn't try the food.
No, he did give a bad review.
He gave an honest review.
He gave a bad customer experience.
He gave that. But I'm saying, come on now, Black folks. I'm tired. I'm a little tired of going to your restaurant and then you close and then it's 10 o'clock and I'm like, I want peach cobbler. We ain't got no peach cobbler.
Well,
it's like that living color thing. Like, come on now. I mean, I am a patriot. I want my food. I want what I came here to get. I don't want to hear those things. But just because it's a black restaurant or a black establishment, you don't get a pass. Not for me, you don't. I'm not going to write you a bad review. But if it continues to happen, I'm not going to come to your store no more.
Well, what I think ended up happening is, well, matter of fact, I'm not going to even say I think. What ended up happening is he kind of sort of opened up dialogue where celebrities are getting involved in the conversation. In a sense, casting a black cloud on something that was always there. Because think about it. You and I, we go there, you give a review, and, maybe over the course of 5 years, you may get 10,000 reviews.
Absolutely. I'm very good on Google.
The point being, what I'm saying is Cardi B does the exact same thing. And she'll get 10,000 views in an hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I mean.
It's kind of stupid, but okay.
So it's like, and I'm using her as an example because she was the one that responded to one of these things, and she kind of sort of shed light. Yeah. It was pretty much what you're talking about. Inconsistent work hours.
You can't do that.
Like,
why do we give people a pass like that? That's not cool. Like you said, the inconsistent workout. There's a place in Dallas, and I cannot remember the name of it. But I remember when I used to go see a patient in Dallas. But they food was like home, like your grandma cooked it. It was so good. But it was inconsistent work hours. So I just stopped going because I'm like, I don't know when you guys are open. This doesn't make sense to me. I got a plan. I got to call ahead to see, hey, y'all got this, and that. And then you don't take over the phone orders. So this shit is crazy. I feel like we have to do better, but people attacking him for what?
Well, okay. So
people don't like the honest, because the honest, I mean, he was honest. He wasn't hurtful. He was just truthful about it.
So there's an article that talked about this on CNN.com, CNN Entertainment. And so,
really?
So there's a write-up that leads into what Cardi B said. So it says, and I'm giving you a snippet, such spots have inconsistent hours, food and the customer service, along with policies that are not always customer friendly, such as not allowing takeout, according to many complaints. And let me see. I'm not sure if this article, I think this article actually is talking more about the real Milk and Honey, because then it gives you a write-up. But then the article mentions Cardi B went live and shared, and I quote, "I feel like Atlanta restaurants, they don't like to make money."
Oh.
Which kind of ties into that. When you do these things, you run off patrons and they never come back. So
I mean, but I just want people to understand the no takeout thing is because they don't want to affect the food qualities or errors in the service. That's why I want them to understand about that.
And that's fine. And that's fine. But the thing is, it's like it needs to be plastered everywhere
on the website. I do agree. And he said he don't want special treatment, and I get that, but if Keith, if you walk in there, you're going to get special treatment. That's just how it is. Any food critic or reviewer is going to. He's not reviewer because he's not professionally trained. From what I understand, I don't know.
But guess what?
He's going to get special treatment.
But guess what? What's going to end up happening? Let's just say if he chooses to retire from MMA, somebody's going to sit there and be like, you know what? You already got a following.
Come on to the Food Network, baby.
Let's just bring you
I
in.
love it.
Let's just bring you in as a person that can go around, do reality TV shows, something like that, because you already got the following anyway. You're saving us all that marketing that we got.
Absolutely.
It's smart. We're just bring you on board.
It's not dumb. It's smart.
He can pivot his career right to over there. Boom. All right. But anyway, your last comments before we have the topic of the day.
I think as Black people, we need to demand more, not more, just the right things. We need to demand the right thing for a business because, I think that's just the right way to handle. It's a correct way to handle business in the wrong way. I don't disagree with the takeout. I do get the no takeout rule because, again, like I said, I know that errors happen and the food quality is not that good. But I feel like his review, it wasn't bad.
No.
It wasn't bad because he didn't get to try the food. He was very honest. Now people are attacking you for being honest. My gosh.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate because this is just par for the course when it comes to us. I mean, we attack our own. I get it. Like, I mean, if in the sense, and when I say I get it, I mean in the sense of feeling some type of way about the criticism, of one of your establishments, or they're just protecting Candy Burris at all costs. I get it, but at the end of the day, she made a conscious decision to get into a business where
Absolutely.
You're going to have the customers going to have bad experiences. With the whole takeout thing, I don't really know. I really don't have an opinion on it. I totally understand why. It's one of those things where I think it's a lesson learned from a business perspective. And I don't know how Keith Lee is going to maneuver through this, because I mean, like, it's going to happen again, when some because this might be the biggest one. I'm assuming that's the reason why it's getting attention. But hey, lesson learned. Everybody's going to grow from this. On to the topic of today. Single women have.
It's INDEPENDEN. Do you know what that means, man?
Whatever. Miss me with that. So, do our sisters have it backwards when it comes to having these level of expectations of day? And also too, I love my sisters, but come on, we got to do better. And when I say that, this kind of ties back into the cheesecake fiasco that happened a few weeks ago. We did a recording on that. Feel free to check that out. Where there is, or what Venus will tell you. I say this a lot. You've been eating bologna sandwiches your whole life, and you coming to the table looking for a steak dinner. That's not a. I'm not saying it in a derogatory way. I'm saying that you got excuses. Our third host is back here watching
some bull crap that we hate this whole thing, but it is what it is.
Oh, sorry, I had to move the thing away.
He got an attitude too.
Come on, man, right here. Come on.
Y'all can see he got an attitude with his daddy. He was like, "The hell you say?"
And when I say that, it's like me as the person that's taking you out on the date. How dare you be critical or judgmental of what I got going on? Because if all of the women, let's just say I'm out there in the dating pool and I'm out there, dating, let's just say 5 women. Let's just say this date don't work out, go to the next one. And all these women that have these high level expectations, something has got to give. And all these women, they want you to go to these high end places where one individual is eating. It's going to cost you $150, or like the girl who ate the oysters, and they just be, and basically it comes off as like they're just using you for a meal. So it gets to a point where us men, we're going to dial it back a bit. Or
what does that mean?
When I say dial it back, I mean like I'm going to know exactly how to word this.
Don't worry, we're not monetizing.
No. I'm trying to say this because this is gonna strike a nerve regardless, and I don't care.
Who gives a shit?
But no, I don't care. But what I'm saying is, because I'm saying this from a man point of view, whether they want to accept it or not. Like when you're asking for the world on the first date, that's the floor.
Well, you better be giving some pussy. I'm sorry.
No. But all I'm saying is if you go in there with these if you go in there with these high, and also too, let's be real, high expectations are very subjective term.
Absolutely.
But you know how we move, right? We do nice restaurants every now and then. We go on date night. And when I say nice restaurants, I mean like our meals can be upwards of, I don't know, I just say between two of us about $500, right? So that averages about $250 per person, right? Which
I didn't even know that, because me being a cheapskate, now I'm like $250. That's a lot of money to me.
You know what I'm talking about.
But I know, but I'm just saying. The one out
here wasn't $250, but it was like $300.
It just See, okay, keep going, because for me that's strike a nerve. It's like that's too damn much money.
But in Texas, it was $500.
Yeah,
it's $500. But you know, it is what it is.
We had a good time. You created a memory.
One of our subscribers actually took his significant other there. Shout out to that subscriber, and he said it was a happy ending on the back end.
Oh my God!
So you're welcome. We contributed to all of that. But
it was a beautiful restaurant. It was a beautiful atmosphere. It was great food.
Yeah,
say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But if I'm going on a date with you and then like, cause obviously I'm not shooting for the stars on the first date. You're gonna have to earn that from me.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Now, because guess what? The first date is the feeler, because the feeler should be both ways. Because if you're telling me you trying to go to this high end place and I see you got and you're playful, my nigga spidey senses are already firing off. It's a flare gun already shot in the sky. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, see how the day goes and see where it goes from there. But if you already shooting this high mark on the that's a red flag.
Me being my bisexual self and being acting like a dude sometimes, I feel like if I'm spending that much money, then you're gonna give me something. You're gonna give up something. You need to give up some of that.
But see, that ties into a sidebar conversation.
No, absolutely.
When I told you, I said, and you didn't agree with me, but you're actually saying, I said, let's just say, you know, you're in a relationship and y'all haven't got the pumping and the sweating in, let's just say, a month, right? Birthday, you go out, you have a nice dinner, you go to a movie, whatever the case may be, and then y'all come home and y'all got it popping. That man just bought himself some coochie.
Well,
think about it.
I will say, but this is a long time ago, and this is something that I heard.
You can buy yourself some coochie being married too,
right? And I'm about to add that. A long time ago, I was reading something, and it said this woman wanted a washer and dryer set. She was married, right?
Yeah. And
so she laid it all out. The house was clean. She was clean. She was looking good, smelling good. She did what let's talk about sex. They had sex, and homegirl got that washer and dryer set. So I'm not saying like you don't. I mean,
but
there's little things you can do to get what you need to get.
But we had this conversation years ago, and you either didn't understand where I was coming from, or
I probably didn't understand.
Or you didn't see my point. No, it's like what are the coincidences if you remove all those activities that happened today that it was going to go down that night?
Well, honey, let me just tell you something. It's something that maybe y'all don't know, but women know when you wake up that morning if I'm going to have sex or not. You know. Women do. Unless something is wrong with the other partner, if they don't feel something, but most of the time,
okay. So you're telling me, I just laid out a scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I said, it's a birthday.
Yeah.
And y'all done went out.
Yeah.
Nice outing.
Yeah.
Really nice outing.
Okay.
Hey, the hubby rolled out the red carpet, and he ain't had sex in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And so what how many days? At 30, that's 45 days. On day 46, that's coincidentally your birthday, he automatically gets some coochie. That's not what I'm saying. You digging too deep. What I'm saying is that women know first thing in the morning if they're gonna have sex or not. That's how most women are. They know. Well, then you basically. It's a coincidence that homegirl's toes be looking good. You smelling good. Your bra and your underwear match. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a coincidence that happened. No. I disagree. Baby, you're not a woman. No. I'm not saying I'm a woman. Of course I'm not. No, all I'm saying is, if there's a track record of that, the facts are the facts. Okay. If it's one thing if you have a fairly consistent sex life. That's not what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. If you're doing it once a week, twice a week, then that could easily fall on that time. Yeah, of course. What I'm saying is, if you ain't had sex in months and then that day happens, that's not a coincidence. Mm-hmm. It's not. Okay. That's all I'm saying. That means Joe Schmo. Let's get back to coochie. It was a question was asked, or what was requested was Ciara. I'm sorry. Yeah, we deviated. What's her last name? So it was Ciara. So her name. Well, we only know about stage name, but now her name is Russell. Ciara Russell. Just say Ciara. Oh, Russell. I'm sorry. Ciara Wilson. I'm about to say Wilson, right? Ciara Wilson. Yep. Yeah. So she likes Waffle House. She really, and so he's telling the story wrong.
Well, I can't tell no story, babe. My mind be.
I'll give you the story, and then you give me a response.
Yeah, because I wrote down notes. I got notes.
She was on a podcast, and she made mention of how she loves Waffle House.
But she's pregnant right now too.
Yes, she loves Waffle, but it had anything to do with that. I mean, she said she loves Waffle House. So somehow, some way, this gets on Russell Wilson's radar. He has a surprise. He buys out Waffle House
for that day or evening
for her birthday.
Yeah,
and she was. I mean, even the picture, you could tell she was ecstatic by that.
Oh wow, that's really nice.
And this is the thing where, like, I get it in the grand scheme of things for Russell Wilson, it's expensive because he bought it out. But I'm talking about us regular smegular people. But for him, it was a simple thing. She probably didn't need anything else. This is the ultimate birthday gift for her.
And so what it just shows, like, these brides, and
single women,
single brides, whatever. I mean, but hell, you can have an open relationship too.
Let's just let's keep it simple.
Well, whatever.
Single married.
And they want to have. I want to go to Ciara. Is it what's called? Ciara? What's it called?
Ciara steak and
Ciara steak, yeah. Or what about the revolve?
Ruth's Chris.
But Ruth's Chris is like, I mean, but it's still a franchise. Though.
It's a franchise, but that's the thing. It's
a high franchise.
It's about the optics. That's what it is. Because guess what you're doing? You're taking pictures I'm at Ruth Chris. You're tagging where I'm at. Because think about it. When people do all this stuff about, it's one thing if you're doing motivational speeches about working out or doing food critics, but it's another thing when you are showcasing high-end places.
So you're faking it for the gram.
I won't necessarily say you're faking it.
Some of them are.
Some are.
Most
I'm
of them
necessarily saying you're faking it, but you're maintaining or you're displaying or showcasing a certain type of lifestyle. Whether it's real or not, because guess what people think on social media, they think it's real.
And it's not.
So you're showcasing a certain type of lifestyle,
mm-hmm.
and these single women, and these single women are talking about, like, I just think the word independence has lost its way, in my opinion. When it comes to women,
but hold on, because you can't be independent when you asking for a man. I need for you to pay $200 for me to go out to eat. I need for you to pay to get my nails done and me to get a bag, and then I need to pay my rent and stuff like that. Because when it comes to you paying all this stuff, guess what? You're a whore.
But guess what?
If you're giving up cootie cat, you are a whore. That's what you are. That's what you're labeled as. Homeboy's tripping. Anyway, anywho. I don't understand why now it is such a when did having manners become so extinct? Like, people don't have manners no more.
What do you mean?
Because the way I think about it, I'm not a picky person. I'm a cheat. We're kind of cheap.
No.
We're cheap when it comes to certain things.
No. That's not true. What it is that we're truly blessed with where we are in our life.
Yeah.
If we truly want something, we can go get it, and we don't got to wait on it. We can get it when we want it, but there's nothing that we want because we've worked hard to get to where we're at. It's not the same.
But I'm just saying, but we're both fairly cheap. Like, it's nothing to me to go to Ross and I'm gonna go decorate this room because I don't have a problem with that. That's fine to me. Or go to a estate sale. But what I'm saying is, I don't think about it as a monetary part of it. I think about, and when I used to date, I thought about, this man took this time to think about or ask me where did I want to go, or he planned this date for me. That's the nice thing, because you can get money back, but you never can get your time back.
Okay.
And so when did not having manners become such a big deal? Like, you're really, like, that girl thought she really was going to put that young man on blast. Well, they're not young.
The cheesecake situation.
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. She was going to put him on blast. That's not having manners. Is that what your mammy taught you what to do?
And you know what? And now all of a sudden, now I'm hearing that thing was a skit. Like, no, I don't think that was a skit. I think that's damage control.
It could be. I don't know.
Well,
the internet ain't real.
I saw something where somebody brought up saying that. Now, I don't know if this was a real post, because somebody will pay something up there, and and people will talk about it without fact checking it.
Oh,
so I saw something where somebody told me, no, it's fake. And I'm like, okay, well, somebody need to go fact check this. I'm not about to.
So is an oyster girl, was that real?
No, that was real.
So you just showed that you were I'm just saying.
That was real.
First of all, these young girls better know how to wash their puss. It is what it is. They better know how to wash it.
Browns of the Pound Town.
Please. She's a walking STI. It's disgusting.
Oh my God.
So I'm saying
we're all over the place right now. Let's go and get back.
No, but I'm just saying, when did that become a thing to sit there and embarrass someone or make somebody feel bad? When this man took the time, he asked you. I mean, I don't know how these young girls, how they converse with people.
What'd you say? What?
How they converse with people.
Oh, I thought you said convert. So like converse.
No, convert. I don't know, like, what's their texting like? I don't, because people text a lot now. They really don't talk, but because and we know things get lost in text and emails. Because I think somebody getting real rowdy with me, and I'm about to gangster up on my keyboard.
Well, yeah, I get it. Times are very different now, but still, even with that, like it's unless you're dealing with a certain type of man or woman. Like normally when you're getting to know one another, they're getting the surface level of you. So you're doing a lot of feeling. You're basically tapping the water to see if it's hot or cold. And then the areas that like, okay, this is comfortable, then you deep dive in there. And you deep dive over here. You ask surface level questions to get, I don't like that.
I don't think they do that.
I actually think that maybe not in the framework of what I'm talking about. Even if it's urban propaganda, like they're talking about the drama that's over here, then you deep dive in that. The drama that's over there, you deep dive in that. And
what are you learning? But what are you learning? But dating,
you get to know. You just have to listen.
But
no.
Because I want to know, what are your goals? Where do you see yourself in 2 to 3 years? What you do, I want to know. I want to know those things about you.
Those things can still happen in the midst of those conversations.
It can.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, well, I never heard that.
I'm not. I'll give you an example. Let's just say you're talking about something. You were like, let's just say we're talking about Sexyredd, right? You just made mention of it, and let's just say, and then the woman says, you know what? I don't even, and then she gives her reasoning or give an opinion on her. Like she was like, I don't even understand how anybody could listen to that type of music. Whatever happened into, like, I don't know, Layla Hathaway or something like that. Those
Layla Hathaway.
Donny Hathaway's daughter.
You always try to throw her up in some stuff.
When have you heard me say her name before?
I've heard it before privately.
No, I say Jill Scott.
Jill
Scott or Sade.
Keep going.
I was trying to think of somebody else, because I was about to use Lauryn Hill. She's not the best example.
Oh no, Lauryn Hill be tricky.
And then they could talk about the principles or the core of how they view a woman should.
But you have to get to that part.
But actually, that's not really that deep of a conversation. It's just she gave an opinion on an artist, and she said, and she basically saying, my vibe is over here. All right, check that out. Keep that mental note. Okay. It didn't go. You're not deep diving. It's like, okay, so that's the type of music she likes.
Are you just dating just to date? It's not dating because, and then too, I feel like, and I'm gonna continue to teach my sons this. You treat a hoe like a hoe, and what that means is the hoe. If you're gonna act a hoe, you get treated like one. So that the hoe gets certain things, and a person you're seriously dating gets something else. So I think that's a different, because to me, if I feel like you're like, oh no, that's not good enough for me. I don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory. I would like to go to Ruth Chris. I'm fucking.
So do you think our sisters' expectations are way out of bounds? I mean, because we know that this isn't like everybody.
No.
But I have concerns that the woman at Cheesecake. Okay, let me be clear. There's a certain demographic that this applies to. So I think when you get to roughly around,
are you saying like high value women?
Well, no. I mean, if that's how you want to call it, I'm saying that there's a space to where women are just trying to find themselves, just like men are trying to find
Absolutely,
themselves.
everybody, yeah.
And then in the midst of finding yourself, you hope to find that person, and then you go down that path together. If you don't find that person, I'm just going to throw out a number 30. Let's just say you don't find that person by 30. Then that's when these.
Oh, you gotta go more than 30 now. Go 30, go 33, 35.
Okay, fine. Whatever number you want.
For women now.
Throw that number out there. All I'm saying is they get to a point to where your expectations of a man gets warped.
What does that mean?
We literally been talking about it. You're expecting a freaking tomahawk steak on the first date.
No.
That's what that's what I mean when I say it's warped. That doesn't necessarily mean that man can't and won't do that. But when a woman is expecting that, and I don't even know anything about you outside of surface level stuff, that concerns me.
Okay,
because that's the core.
If a woman expects that on the first date, do you think a man should expect to get laid? Because I'm gonna tell you, my brain says yeah.
I will give you my. This is not a male opinion. This is my opinion.
I understand that.
No, because I can say stuff that I can think that I believe that the majority of men would.
I mean, I just said
for me in this situation.
I said me. I said yeah.
It's based on the date. If this date, no. I'm not. The date can be good, but there's levels of good to where, I'm getting out. It's gonna be the finishing move tonight.
Oh God.
But or they can be like, you know what? I like where this is going. I want, hopefully we can get a second date, see where this goes. I want this to go further. Where it goes, I don't know. But let's keep this thing going. Let's see where it goes. And I don't think because you have sex, smashing, the low end is less.
I mean, I don't think because you have a good day or because you want to go further with the person. I mean, I'm a very open person. You can have sex on the first date for me. And I think that might last. I know someone who. No. Oh, I'm about to say, I know someone who went on first date. They had sex.
And they got married.
And they're still married with like a 13-year-old child. But they've been married for like 20-some years.
No. That's not what I mean. I mean, all those things can take place in this large range from, hey, yeah, I want to do a second date to, yeah, this date is ending either at a hotel
and them panties
either at a hotel or one of our places. That's what I mean. And it falls anywhere, and it can fall anywhere but all of that's good. That's what I mean.
Okay.
All of that's good. It's just where you want to.
I think these young girls expect too much. That's my
young girls. Because you said 35 isn't young.
No, it's not. That's close to my age.
Well, when I say young, I mean it's young in the grand scheme of life, but I'm talking about in the dating pool.
Well, hell, I feel like I'm still young too, but whatever.
In the dating pool.
Oh, I'm not in the dating pool anymore. I feel like these women expect too much from men, especially when I have sons.
And why do you think they expect?
And I think they get it from social media. I think it's false. It's not real. It is not real. Like, I understand everybody wants to value themselves as like, I'm a high value person, which I think is bullcrap, right? I don't believe in this. I don't believe in numbers. Like, oh, this person is an 8 or not. I don't believe in that stuff. That's just not who I am as a person. Because my thinking of people being attractive, and I'll say this, there are some people who have pretty privilege. And those are very slim pickings, if you ask me. Everybody else is just average. We some average looking motherfuckers that found people. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. But I feel like these young girls, these single women want too much. Because what do you bring to the table also? What do you bring to the table? I mean, it's just a meal, but damn, y'all over here being greedy, looking like eating like a damn linebacker. Are they big? Are linebackers big? Eating like a damn linebacker when you eating 40. Did your mammy teach you that? And I say your mammy because you really, that's disgusting.
It was so crazy. Like, you even heard her like
she was slurping and burping.
Slurping.
She was slurping and burping.
So, let me give you my viewpoint from a male's perspective. So,
Yeah, what would you? No, hold on. I want to know what would you have done, Mars, if you went on a date with a woman like that? I want to know. I want to know. And you are very like. He's more passive than because I'll be ready to cut people. So you know what I mean?
there would be. I would jokingly bring it to her attention.
What would you say? What you gonna say, baby?
I'd be like, you must didn't eat lunch. I'm like, did you eat lunch?
I was like, you got a worm or something?
Because if you like, some people feel like the whole go Dutch thing. That's not me. You know me. Like I like you would have to be like, no, I'm taking care of this.
I mean, nothing is wrong.
No. But I'm saying I don't subscribe to going Dutch, but I'm an old school guy.
We went Dutch when we were dating too.
No, we did
not the expensive place.
No, we did not go Dutch. You might have said no.
You would
be like, no, I'm doing it, and then I don't push back.
Not the expensive place. I was a single mom. I couldn't afford it.
No, so that's the thing. Like, no. I would just volunteer because that's just how I'm wired.
But you would pay for it, and you wouldn't leave at the restaurant.
Now like I said, all I would do is if I say something like no, I don't think I would do it, but after the date, I would let it be known. I mean, because like it's just
you would date her again.
Whoa. I would give her the bandwidth to make this right. And it ain't got to be no happy ending, but to make this right. Whatever that is, whatever that encompasses. Okay. Make it right. And if then because guess what? Like, come on now. As men, we we go to the club and we try to holler at 10 women and you get 2 numbers. That's a good night. Mm-hmm. And my number's a little low. Let's just say 4. Yeah. You get 4 numbers. That's a good night. But you're still shooting 40%. That's not good. Yeah. Right. So in the realms of dating, you're gonna take some losses.
So you're gonna say it's a loss.
Well, now it's a pending loss.
Okay.
Well, because remember, I said
it's like a transaction is pending.
It's a pending loss because that money's lost. But like I said, I'm giving her an opportunity to make it right. It doesn't have to be a dollar for dollar. You need to make this right at some point. Hey, I'm so sorry. Let me make you dinner.
You a good person.
Look, I was about to say something. My personality, that's my personality.
You're not me.
That's my personality.
Because in the midst of you slurping and burping, in the midst of you slurping and burping, I'm just going to say, are you going to be slurping and burping on something else? Because, baby, you better listen. And if not, no problem. It's nothing. But I'll never see you again. I will never see you ever again.
Look, even if it's just for the sake of subconsciously breaking even, I'm going to give you an opportunity. Now, if you sat there and be past like that, then I'm going to give you the ride at, and then I'm gonna bust a move and I'm calling it a day. Yeah. Because hey, look,
we all have bad days.
The universe. I'm like, you do this like somebody, because you're gonna miss what your ball was providing.
Oh my Lord!
and I'm not talking about.
I get it.
Nothing didn't happen, but I gave you an opportunity to make this right.
Yeah, I get
it. And there are some savage dudes on the other side that's going to leave you there to pay the bill. And look, I don't think any of it's wrong.
No, I don't. Because
there is no wrong.
She didn't use her manners and she wasn't ladylike to sit there. And you need to be ladylike if you want to be treated like a lady. That's what I think these women forget. If you want to be treated like a lady, you need to handle yourself like a lady. And I think they forget this thing. And some of them, I think, is that, they don't have no home training. Hell, they mama 35. Hell, and they 27.
Yeah, so like I said, now I will tell you, it could go past the point to where, I might dine and dash. But like, you know what? I'm going to give you so many opportunities before that you're going to.
Well, you didn't die. You paid for your bill, so you didn't dash. You just dashed on her.
No. The bill is not paid.
Oh, I'm gonna pay. I can't go to jail.
No.
The way my shower routine is set up, I can't go to jail, baby. I can't do that.
No, you the one ate them $15 plate clams.
4 of them.
4 of them. 60 clams. Like, shoot, where are you putting them? You almost like that reel where you saw that woman that was eating at Golden Corral all shit.
She was there for 8 hours.
8 hours. 8 hours. There is a reel out there with some white chick that ate at Golden Corral.
She ate breakfast, lunch,
hours.
And they were nice to her too. They said nothing.
Well, some of them they kind of got tired of it. But okay, but you asked the question. This is what I'll say. And we fall into the society today is like the women who have finally found their king, they're not giving you the gems.
Ooh. So, are they not listening?
Wait. No.
Okay.
And I ain't talking about no dang Will and Jada. I ain't talking about no Jay-Z and Beyonce. No, I'm talking about the ones that and I get it, behind closed doors, their stuff is rocky and they fall in and out of love at times, and man sleep on the couch. Yeah, we know all that. Yeah, but at the end of the day, their marriage has stood the test of time. I'm talking like I don't even know his wife, but like Denzel Washington and his wife.
No, I don't do that. But keep going.
But no. But what I'm saying is you need to become, and I'm talking about the ones that are using social media as their dating one-on-one. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking. Oh wait.
Go ahead.
I'm not talking about the aunt and uncle that you need to tap your aunt and be like, and I get it. And like, and some of it, it's a bit dated, so it's going to be hard to do. So you got to find somebody who is roughly around your age to be like, girl, I got married 21 and we've been married for 20-something. How did you do that? That's
the part that I was going to add, because people sit there and look on the internet and they're doing this couple goals bullshit, because you don't know what goes on that pillow talk. Pillow talk is very important. And if these people think, men and women think that marriage is perfect, you're wrong. Whoever told you that, they're wrong. You have 2 different people that came from 2 different environments, 2 different personalities. I am never going to 100% agree with him. Probably about 75%. I don't agree with Mars, and it just is what it is. We go, okay, we agree to disagree, and you keep going about your business. Marriage is hard. It's working all the time. You have to work together. You have to communicate. Communication is very important. I don't think these brides be hearing that when you say that. All that whole materialistic stuff, there are people who get turned out by financial things or whatever. They don't care. They can be with a booger wolf or what do you call it? A barilla. You can be with a barilla and it don't bother them at all.
Swamp donkey.
Yeah, swamp donkey. You can do all that. But marriage is work. There are sometimes you're going to be like, I don't even like this dude or her or whatever y'all, she, him, they, whatever. I don't even like them. But you got to work through that shit. You got to work through it and talk to them old people. Some of these old people have really good relationships, but if you think their marriage was perfect, wrong, because that shit does not freaking exist. It doesn't exist. I don't care what nobody say. There's some couples who don't like argue, like, you know, they argue differently, have different arguing styles, and that's fine. But my therapist even told me that I could tell him, Mars, be like, at this moment, and I do it, at this moment, I don't want to be married. Because I'm that mad at that moment. Yeah, Give me a couple of days, and I'm like, oh, I just love him so much. It just is what it is. People need to understand that stuff too. If you want to get married, it comes with ups and downs. Nobody's going to be perfect. You're going to fall out of love with that person. It might be for a couple months. It might happen like that. Who knows? Stop looking at these people. Talk to your grandma, to your aunties, to your uncles. Talk to them people and say, how did y'all do it? Did y'all have ups and downs? I think people forget that. And stop. Listen, what you call, what they say? I can't remember. You put a monetary price on stuff like that. I feel like that's so stupid to me.
Well, but to go back to my point, but what I was saying is I'm solely talking in the arena of the way people are living now and moving now. They're using they don't use their parents as a blueprint. They don't use the people who are on the streets as a blueprint. They use social media. So I'm falling in this arena to say, because they're not and you know, because like I tell people, like I'm a firm believer that a man should lead a household, right?
That's how we live our house. That's how we live in our house. No, fine.
No. But hear me out. But I'll add this caveat. Sometimes you tell me, hey, Mars, and you from behind, you'll tell me, hey, Mars, let's don't make a right here. Let's make a left. And here's why. You know what? That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So guess what? People, women, and I'm targeting women. Women view like this whole head of the household thing or man leading the household as if a woman is inferior, which is totally not true. And some people talk about the whole role responsibilities and things like that. No, like look, these are the things that are getting you in trouble. These are the things that don't get that ring on your finger. These are the things that don't have a man next to you. And and quit looking at it as if this is making you less than who you are. Now, if a man don't treat you with the respect you deserve and your opinion don't matter, then yes, those are the type of men you need to move away from. Yeah. But just because a man says, hey, we're going to do this, and then you give your feedback and you say, hey, like, I don't know if it's a good reason, and here's why, and then we're like, no, we're going to do this. Then when the stuff blows up, then that's your opportunity to have a conversation and be like, I tried to tell you to do, I tried to tell you to go right, you go left. It is that man's responsibility to be like, you know, baby, you're right, and I'm sorry. I mean, those are actually the foundations that you build your relationship on and will make your relationship stronger down the road.
I think sometimes you fall back and I lead, like, I've had enough. Okay, well, I'll lead with that.
Absolutely. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I told you I'm done right now.
And sometimes, I think people forget that, like, if he has a weak moment, it's my time to be strong to support him at the time, and vice versa. That's how marriage works. That's how it works. Because I don't understand how these women, you could do it in a friendship, but you can't do it for your man. That shit don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
You could encourage your friends, but you can't encourage your man. That's being a human. Yeah. I'm gonna encourage you to make, baby, you got it, you good. If not, I got you right now. Because we're all going to have weak moments. People better start doing better.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So these hoes going to be cold and lonely.
So let me do this. I don't know if you call this monologue or whatever, and I'll let you say your piece. And continuing what I was talking about. Women, if you're falling within this freaking social media space and you just feel like you can't just tap into somebody that you know, then use these women that at least on the surface their relationship seems to be steady and sound. If these are the rings that you choose to live in and use as an example, when you're using your women advice for a woman like with Lisa Ray, who has had multiple failed marriages.
Oh, how many she had? Like two?
Two.
Okay.
Two. But she's talking about value. And,
okay.
So the thing is like she's probably in her 50s now, I think.
Is she?
Or she's close to her 50s.
She look good.
So, but you got to remember, the older a woman gets, her value depreciates. So these things that you're selling to the popular, these women are eating this stuff up like
yeah, that's true.
Like fries from McDonald's, and it's the wrong information that you're giving them. Because guess what? You are single. No matter how you spin it, no matter how you slice it, no matter what you say, you're single. You and I mean, when has being a humble individual,
I don't know,
come off as being weak?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. That's a great point. I don't know.
So, hey, look, all I'm saying is just like some of these individuals, like, and also too, those like I don't when you single women are talking amongst yourselves about relationship advice, how the hell you gonna take relationship advice from another single woman?
I don't.
Well, I make that make sense.
I listen and I go, oh, don't do that.
Make that make sense to me.
Don't do that. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But
you need to be tapping into your friends who got relationships that like Yeah, they family, they travel, they move around, they when you go to their place, they got it on and pop. Whatever you feel visually that like, dang, they got this stuff going on. They got it going on. Those are the people you need to tap into. And mind you, let me be clear, my bros out there, you need to do the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Because hey, look, look. Women, I have no problem with a woman seeking security physically and financially, because those are the things that you get the most out of your woman when your woman knows like he's willing to ride for his family. He's willing to do all these things to make sure his family.
That's the best thing in the world.
When they're well taken care of.
That's the best thing in the world.
So you can't be, hey, look. Rest in peace to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels. But he used to get on them niggas too. Like some jokers get on there. It was like, man, you don't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and you got high expectations. Make that make sense.
Oh, Lord.
So yeah, I got to give it to my bros too, man. We all got to do better. But going back to these women real quick, women, hey, look, stop the BS.
If Waffle House was good enough for Ciara, girls good enough for you too.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is a man is willing.
Oh,
men are willing to give you the world, but dang it, we're not pulling up with the world in our trunk, and I'm feeding you for the first time.
Yeah, I agree.
It don't work that way.
I agree with that.
Like you're quick to say the things that you value are earned. The same thing applies to that man. I am done. I'm stepping off my soapbox.
All right. I agree with a lot of it. People should have more manners. I'm just disgusted by how people behave. And that's the first date, and that's your impression of someone. Because I know your mama didn't teach you that. And if she did, then you need to shame on her and shame on you too.
You know a couple of them that they did teach that too. Which is the two daughters, the one that you talked about that said that they're mean. Like she said, I want you to be mean. Oh
yeah, that's a personal. That's my auntie said she wanted to raise bitches, and she has raised bitches.
And so with that,
my auntie died, and they over here fighting. But they call the police. I mean, child.
And so with that,
help me, Lord.
So with that, good luck with getting a man, keeping a man.
Well, what keeps a man? What keeps a man because she's beautiful. That's why.
Okay, so,
she's beautiful.
But I would need to be around them for a few days because a real man ain't gonna take no BS.
I mean, they've been married for a couple of years now. We'll see how that goes. This is her first marriage.
Because it doesn't matter. Because after vanity fades away, then
she's younger than him.
Then what your relationship is built upon is what you're gonna have.
Well, she's younger than him too, so
that don't matter.
That it does matter because people like men like to have a little sweet, pretty thing. And
you say younger. I don't know what young could be. If she's a year younger, she's still younger than him.
No, it's probably like a 10-year difference.
Well, then in that case, then I'm wondering why are you with a man that's 10 years older?
Because the only one that could. He has money too.
Boom! You just answered. Never. You know what? That's it. That's it. I knew it had to be something to it.
Yeah. Well, we're going on an hour, so. You guys tell us what you think.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, plell
As a reminder, we will be doing this on Monday until further notice.
Like, comment, subscribe. You can say anything. We don't take, it's everyone's opinion, so you're free to voice your opinion on this channel. We don't take things to heart like that.
We encourage dialogue. All we ask is just be respectful.
Yeah,
we're respectful individuals.
Because I will cut your ass out.
We just want you to be respectful.
Mars won't, but I will. I'll cut you out.
Disagree? That's cool. We can have a discussion. So, but as always, go out there and do something great for somebody. Because if everybody go out there and do their part to just help out somebody without anything in return, the world will be a better place. So until next time, be safe.
Bye.